Boris Johnson is the US president, and Curtis Yarvin is the governor of California. This is truly the darkest timeline. Right, aside from that, we've got Bojo, just as unpopular as you'd think. Minus 15% stability. Big tech. Oh, loving the 90s, 2000s look of this whole thing. Oh, there's all these things about social trends, and there's laws, and... oh, LGBTQ rights, race relations, women's rights. I like the Windows sound effect. The economy sucks. Rural paramilitaries. Massive amounts of productivity. Let's scroll over here. And heavy industry malaise. I don't know what all of these mean. Oh, I like this. I like this very much. Oh, Moonlight on Vermont. Alright. Oh, Nancy Pelosi is now the acting president. Alright. Pomp and extravagance did not lick at the soul of America today. Some collection of American souls and spirits would wander in the street looking for their fix, or for to think that something was normal. Little green men in their big green tanks roamed the streets. Gunshots that rang out yesterday were ringing in people's ears even now. Angels made of nickel... Hold on a minute, did Bojo get shot? Oh. Ceremony is about to begin. The Boston Kids. Oh God. Nancy Pelosi is the 50th president and she looks like a robot. Cyborg Nancy Pelosi. Cleansing the executive... cleansing the executive... the executive branch. I'm sure that's not going to result in anything negative. How does the creation of an early transistor result in... well... you know... this? I don't know what Mike Pence sounds like, fuck. He felt as if each step burned a hole into the grass, yet all the onlookers saw was a respected congressman striding on to the little podium on the 50-yard line. We planned this event weeks ago. That's probably not what he sounds like, but I'm not going to change it. Pence prefaced. But recent events have forced me to change my speech. He lifted his eyes from his paper and stared looking at the crowd. The bleachers were teeming with life. The Pence signs bobbed. At least they're not hanging like Pence. The American flags with 50 other state flags. And the people were practically jumping from their seats. 4 years ago, our founding fathers, by the grace of God, created America as the shining example of freedom in the whole world. He began, though we might not be perfect, our problems are not due to our Constitution nor the Bill of Rights. The crowd roared in approval. Fuck yeah, we love you, Mr. Prince, a fellow cried. A woman shouted, God bless America! He should have blushed, but instead he waited a moment for the applause to die down. After that he continued, though it seems Washington forgot this truth, the death of a president does not mean that democracy is free to do away with, and that our republic is yours to seize. Oh... Matt returned. Said, who believes this horse shit? Oh, fuck. No, in Texas, Alabama, PD. What? That's stupid. North Carolina. South Carolina, fuck. Is it north or south? Like, no, it's south. God. Why do you have two Carolinas? Wasn't one enough? Alright. Where was it? Okay, we're all fine. Everything's fine. Okay, now things are starting to heat up. Mike Pence is done with our nonsense. Song of the Sap. Well, zippity motherfucking doodah. And they got Alabama and Tennessee and Kansas. No, it's Nebraska. And is this fuck, why can't I remember my US geography? They got Oklahoma. Oh no. No. Hello, Baton Rouge. Uh-oh. Oh fuck. Oh no. No. They're getting control of more of the US. No, this isn't supposed to be happening. Oh, okay, I can place Florida then. Not my problem. It's Paul Stanton. I have no idea who the fuck that is. Got Command Center West. We got Georgia with Jim Clyburn. We got, there's old Yavin. And he's taken an enormous amount of stuff. And oh boy. Oh boy. Techno-progressives? Peace in the Panhandle. Huh. Our status of dubious loyalty to Pence, combined with the threat from the Georgian holdouts, gives us relative autonomy to do what we will, but it isn't a peace that can last. Oh. Oh no. We got to hold out during the Civil War. And we haven't raised any of our armies. We're not ready yet. Well, this version's this universe's version of ISIS is gone, so that's nice. What's the point of having all those land forts? Land forts? What am I talking about? I don't have any PMCs. Right, let's go recruit and deploy. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna need to raise some. Oh hey, it's the guy from that meme. The conservatism thing, the neocon meme, that one, yeah. Alright. Gonna just stand our ground. Gotta protect the northern border. That's not exactly useful if we don't have any divisions, which we don't. Sun's out, guns out. Alright, let's see this. Ah, yes, rally the militias so they can be the ones to defend our northern borders. That's good. Military staff, nobody for the Chief of Army, nobody for the... Oh, shit. Okay. See how that's going. Sun's out. I'm not fucking dying for Pelosi. Amen, brother, amen! Oh. They have all their own opinions. Libertarians, property defenders, ex-marines, oathkeeper splinter groups, and freelance doomsday prophets. Okay, then, that's not too bad. I think I'll raise one there. Florida Free Guards. Oh, these guys look good. Yeah, it's good. Whoop. An end to the war on drugs. See? You can just end the war on drugs and everything will be fine. Everything will be hunky-dory. Civil War hasn't properly started yet. Ah, no, hold on. What happened there? Ah, Pete, Tulsi, and Nancy. I think they've had to decentralize administration a little bit. Oh, North Mesopotamia armies out of the gunnings. Is this Free City of New York? That's a bit more than New York. We're gonna do a bunch of stuff about the. We're gonna fuck with nature. Hurricane Hussein. Rumsfeld? What the... Oh, you're fucking with me! The freer the people, the freer the market... Hey! All my stuff! Barack Hussein Obama have landed on the... What? What the fuck? It's Obama! Why is Obama here? What the... What? Why is this happening? Why is Obama here? No. Stop. No. Okay, we're gonna need to do some stuff. Alright, let's go. Go. Bring in the veterans. Bring in the veterans from the unpopular wars. To defend against Obama's invasion force. Oh, shit. Who are we at war with? We're fighting Obama. Okay. You know what? We can... Whoa! We just raised a lot of troops. We got the motor pool from Tampa Bay. We got the National Guard. We got everybody, man. This is looking good. I'm thinking... This guy who looks like he's addicted to meth. I think he'll be our go-to guy. You guys... Wait, no, hold on. Just generally everyone down here. To fight against Obama. Okay, I think we're all well doing it. Go! Ah! We did it! As the evacuation of the Miami-Dade area, this is from Al Jazeera, the Florida men repel invading army. As the evacuation of the Miami-Dade area seems to be at a close, it appears the ragtag governing coalition of Florida has kicked Obama back across the sea and reclaimed the peninsula from the clutches of his influence after an attempted invasion by his government in exile, which was formed after his handling of the 2016 election results. Obama had spent years planning to retake the American mainland one way or another. As for the Floridian Free State, it becomes increasingly clear, minute by minute, how temporary of an agreement this was, as each faction has begun to mobilize against the other. We care about Florida! Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, we're gonna... Oh, fuck. Oh, no. No, guys! We fought Obama! We fought Obama together! Does that mean nothing? Man, I thought we had something special. We fought Obama together. We even let the creepy vampire guy be the Minister of Education. Which would probably explain why he got... with all those, I'm not gonna continue that joke, eh? Oh no. Oh no. Sharkey. Let's see. State Assembly in a state of near anarchy. Fuck, Stanton muttered. Alright, Stanton, who are you gonna choose? Preston? Oh, there's Jeb Bush. There's... Vampire. Vampire or Nazi? Vampire or Nazi? Vampire, Nazi. Vampire, Nazi. Vampire, Nazi. Vampire, Nazi. I'll get a coin, actually, to decide on this. As I was running to get it, it landed on tails. I was running to go sit at my seat, and then I must have dropped the coin, and it landed on tails. Wait, hold on, I didn't choose which one's the Nazi. We get Nazi, tails, we get vampire. Okay. You're just gonna have to take me on my word for this one. Ah, shark. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What was I thinking? This is the vampire guy. My birth. You know me, the sanguinary satanic vampire with a Y, and Hecate Witch, vampiric with a Y, Lord King of Florida, and soon to be President of America, as but a symbol. Why do you see me as a symbol? Because an evil far greater than me has controlled the minds of well-meaning Americans. Led by Christian right-wing clowns and KGB-affiliated maniacs, this great country has been turned into a joke. But now, through my vampiric fire, I set about bringing peace to this troubled land. This is the voice I'm going to do for the rest of reading this. I don't give a shit what he actually sounded like. Just as Vlad, the Impaler, once brought peace and prosperity to his Wallachia by impaling a bunch of Turkish people. Even if a few thousand people have to be... Oh, yeah, that's... Okay, alright then. Vampires move out. Front line here. There's not going to be a civil war or anything. Oh, my division defense! My stability! Oh, but we get plus 7.5% division attack. When most of the national focuses look like they could come from a metal cover, I think that's a good sign. Oh, he got his brave death dealers. I assume these are his fanboys. And he wants to impale people with them. Alright. A vampiric welcome. Down in Tallahassee, a black house rose, where once sat the state capital was a gibbering mass of brick and mortar, whose shadow hung over the dying city, painted with tar and oil, christened with statues to strange gods. The new men of Florida awoke. The image of the new Hecate was seared onto it, its eyes piercing the Florida sky. It was as if a switch had turned on in Florida. Almost overnight, the mood had changed in some faraway regions. Some tried to fight back, but angry youths looking for a fix took themselves up with the death dealers. Some police officers squabbled about, but they were not long for this new America. The streets were empty save for a few black-clad gangs who carved strange symbols onto their heads and walked around with guns and machetes. And it was Sharkey who watched over them. I cannot get over the fact that his last name is fucking Sharkey. Statues of gargoyles, impaled descent. Oh, fuck. Has he already started doing the impaling? I thought that was a joke. I didn't... Oh, man. It's time for speeches and grand declarations had passed. Florida heard what he had to say. Now the mist was settling over the state as he and his warriors, death dealers, rallied for war. Alright, let's continue. Sharkey stepped over a broken cross and kissed the flags of Lucifer. In his very skin, phantoms and daemons rose to kneel at his presence. The Dark Lord was here, born into an American mask. They would whisper amongst themselves and speak in the netherworld as the source of all evil, kneeled before a portrait of Vlad Tepes. The wind whistled through the room, and a scream in the distance could be heard, softly echoing. Sharkey looked at a gold cup in his hand and smiled. This was only the beginning. Nothing personnel, kid! Oh, we're in for a fucking treat, aren't we? I am in for a treat. Fuck. Oh boy, he's gonna work with the mafia. The epidemics of drug abuse of state. Sorry. The epidemics of drug abuse have stained America for far too long. Drug gangs from around the world run to America to torture our population. Well, I, for one, would like to see these drug peddlers tortured. Many have tried, but many have failed. How can I see to it that these people poisoning my death dealers in America can face swift justice without a blind terror that could kill innocent law-abiding Americans? The obvious answer is a little compromise. The mafia gangs, like the ones that operate from New York, are groups that we can form stronger ties with. Forming alliances will protect them, give them monopolies on selling good, clean drugs like weed, and in exchange they'll be able to have free reign and weaponry to kill drug gangs and cartels. This seems like a terrible plan. This is a... whatever you say, boss. Look, even though we're led by this, we still need to get serious about how we're going to be able to fight and take over the United States. We don't have that big of an army, and we need to build an industry. And no amount of impaling people and, again, this will be able to build up enough industry so that we'll be able to go to war with both of these factions of the United States. We can, in a similar sense to how the Muslims were able to defeat the Byzantine and Sassanid empires after both of them had been massively weakened through constant warfare. I think we can just let the North and the South duke it out until there's not much left, and then pick off the carcass like vultures. In the meantime, we're going to make Donald Trump in charge of infrastructure. Put Carla LaVey, Ashley Palmer, Pazuzu Olgarad. Pazuzu Olgarad. That is the best name ever. Pazuzu Olgarad. I don't care who he is. I do not give a shit. It is Pazuzu Olgarad. So yeah, we are definitely going to be doing fine. Yeah, we are going to need to build up industry, which is our main problem here. Like, no matter how much we love goofing around, we're still on a massive weapons deficit of 3,000. Yeah, we're producing 3.32 per day. No matter how much we increase our production efficiency, we're still going to be massively behind on the production side of things. Which is why we're going to need to look at the economy. We're in $1 million of debt. We have 2 trillion in GDP, which is impressive. Coven Most High. Let's see. We're gonna need someone in. Oh, Carla LeVay, Pazuzu Olgarad. That looks like a mugshot. I don't think he did something good if he's gotten a mugshot. Golden Cup. Oh yeah, that's just what we need to be able to build up that industry, sir. Fucking more impaling. We have no natural resources. Fuck. We're gonna need to be doing a lot of trade. So it's time to build a bunch of civs. Okay. Wait. No. We just want to build a bunch of civs in the Everglades. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of steel. Alright. Give me a second, I'm going to work out some trade deals. Cursors, I've signed a trade deal with the Chinese to cover the costs of all of the everything. He's going to be doing weird satanic shit while I'm selling off factories to the Chinese. You know, it's just cost of doing business. Okay, no time for that. We are now at war. Thanks, Jared Polis, for... Oh, come on! We are not at war, right? We're not going to be called in, because we're not fucking joining this. Good God, man. We're not that stupid. Right, guys? We're not that stupid? Okay, pause Bad Apple. We're not that stupid, right, guys? We're not that stupid. Please don't do something that stupid. We can do the funny LARP thing, but you know. Vampires is still kind of a thing. Battle of St. Petersburg. Impaling. You go impale some people, boss. I'll just see how we're doing here. That's 59 with David Duke, 97 with Pence, 58 with Lindell. Oh no. I don't think they quite understand what they've just done. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that an actual bit of a push into the Oklahoma Panhandle? That's good. Oh, you're at war with basically everyone aside from Pelosi's government and us. Great going, Jared. Great going. Toyota War. Yeah, now we're fucked. It seems that we only have one option now, which is, of course, to actually go bite the bullet, as it were. To fight Peachtree and the rest. Impale America. Getting those Seychelles PMC. Alright, PMC, go! You got your own. Who's the best we can get? Zachary? Yeah, I want you going in through there. Okay. Let's do this shit. See that, boy? I mean, boss. See that, boss? You took over America. Well, not all of America, just part of it. Who are we still at war with? Yeah, those guys. Oh boy, there's a lot of them. These out. Oh, those. Holy shit! Oh, fuck yeah! Look at us go! Whoop. Did somebody say Chinese? Soviet? No, Soviet, Chinese. I say, whoa! I say more Chinese trade deals. That seems like what we should be going for here, just to get more steel. Hello, USSR. Take 20 for 160 steel. Thanks. Let me just go for production now. There we go. Hey, Macarena. 60 every day. Okay, so you might be wondering, why are we all the way back here? Weren't we on the verge of, unifying America? Well, you see, I'm an idiot. I'm going to be completely upfront with you here. No jokes, no bits. I'm an idiot. I'm a drooling, Love Island watching, so stupid that that's a miracle that I don't forget how to breathe mid-sentence and choke to death. Because I forgot to kick out these guys from the faction after I'd defeated all of these guys. So this is Jared Polis, this guy with the glasses and the unfortunate Harvey Weinstein chin. I had forgotten to kick him out before I declared war on everyone, so he was still an ally. So I couldn't declare war on him later, and a necessary condition for unifying America in this mod is you have to actually control all of America. So I've had to go back in time and do a little bit of... you might be asking, Pandoranda, why can't you just save scum? I was playing on Iron Man like a good boy, so I really did not think that one through. However, I have gone back all the way back to 2022 in a new save to fight Obama. Okay? So now you're just going to get to see me have some cool sped up footage of doing it with some cool music playing in the background. And yes, this is probably going to push back the... actually, fuck it. Devs, please, if you're watching this, please add a decision. Make it that the decision to declare war on everyone automatically kicks these guys out. Pretty please with cheese on top. Specifically Edam, because that's the only type of cheese I like. Alright, let's get to fighting Obama. Is that a fucking cat on my roof? We got it. And they gotta go down for the commies and the cops now. And this time, I already left the faction. Okay, boss. Okay, boss. You looking here, Mr. Sharkey? Get to kill as many people as you want. Just don't do anything stupid for the next few minutes, and we'll all be fine. They cost me my last win. I've had enough of them. I'm not gonna take this from them. Alright. Impale from sea to shining sea. Alright, let's see how many enemy divisions I have. We are at war. Oh, this could be fun. Just die already, please. Please, just die. Ah! Fuck! It took so long! Finally! The Impaler unifies America. Along the perimeter fence of the White House, now besieged and bombed out, are the heads of various former warlords and their accomplices, impaled in a medieval fashion, signaling Jonathan Sharkey has emerged as the victor in America. Already his political movement, the Vampires, Witches and Pagans Party, and his paramilitary wing, the Death Dealers, have begun efforts to reorganize and rebuild Sharkey's newly proclaimed Nation of United Americans via a set of radical but seemingly contradictory edicts. Many also describe neo-pagan events across major American cities as being a mirror to China's Cultural Revolution, with many more wondering if this is truly the end of the Civil War. They've got vampires now? Oh, shit. There's more. There is continually more political content. The Fields of Camelot. 200 people in eastern Maryland dead. At long last, I've secured my throne, though I've had to step over 1 million corpses to secure it. Secured my throne, though I've had to step over... I'm not explaining why I'm laughing. Over 1 million corpses to secure it. A new and wise America is finally dawning under the guise of her new vampire lord. Always with a Y, remember. An unspeakable evil will string America on the pyre. The walls of the city shall crumble away. The demons below them will come out and dance. My enemies will see the demons come and dance as they are impaled on my throne. Oh boy. The Nation of United Americans. Just in case the boss goes nuts, I think we should probably have some borders up against Canada and Mexico. Just in case the boss wants blood. I mean, he's a vampire, so he's probably going to want blood in some way, shape, or another, but it's... Oh, holy shit. Where's our new capital? It's in Washington, D.C. Nice. Let's hear it. Let's see the event. The Washington, D.C. sky blooms as it's adorned and fretted with a lace of fire and pyrotechnics. Reunification had come just in time for America's... Yeah, I'm not doing the voice unless it's the boss speaking. Had come just in time for America's semi-quincentennial anniversary. There was full intent for the occasion to be celebrated like nothing before it. Scarlet pentagrams trace the great celestial canopy above as thousands begin to chant in unison, their voices carried by the summer wind. Sharkey himself stands upon the steps of what remained of the Lincoln Memorial in front of a great bonfire. He is defiant, triumphant, draped in a silken cape stitched with inverted flags, fangs flashing as he raises a goblet. 250 years, 2.5 centuries of deceit and trickery end tonight, he calls out, words echoing from the giant sound system he has had installed. The founders have been replaced. The covenant is broken. America shall be born anew in blood and truth. Nothing personnel, kid! Below him, a tapestry of characters from his cultic followers, bikers in leather vests, pale-faced teenagers painted like Nosferatu, and actual ex-congressmen in crimson robes. Hand out sparklers in the style of St. Peter's Cross, kitsch, gaudy, tacky. His critics would spit about the whole event, but they would miss that those adjectives are a pillar of Americana, whether new or old. Children squeal with delight as more fireworks explode in unsettling shapes overhead. The Devil's 4th of July would replace Independence Day, its pageantry equal parts grotesque and joyous. Blood-red candies are handed out to youngsters, while the adults drink great goblets of alcohol. Some drinks also coloured crimson for the occasion. Despite a heap of consternation before the show, it would become tradition. Any normalcy had died years before the war anyways. Effigies of the old ways would burn. The carnival would reign now. Sharkey, grinning down at his creation, raises his arms to the flames and shouts towards the jubilant crowds, "Let freedom ring!" Fuck, that's edgy. He's just gonna get coronated. Yeah. I'll read the description. My foes are mostly vanquished, though some of the hardest days are behind us. Now must be a time of celebration for America's new king. What better way to announce it than with a coronation? Of America, but a soul and spirit are more or less the same. Well, I cannot settle for superficial change. The Moors that cursed America must be cured, and a New Deal is the only thing that can do it. Ever since the rise of Obama, I've long known what it will take to fix America once and for all. Not all of these policies will be very popular, and very many will have to die along the way in my name. But when all is said and done, when America is at last dances with the zombies and the freaks under the blood-led moon, we'll be free and my vision will be complete. Ah, a very scary America. Alright then. Names is the source. That is the source of all evil. How could it be that someone such as I could rule without absolute authority? Indeed, within my government and my administration in the dark holes of Satan lurk traitors. Now is the time I root them out and send them all right to the fields where they will all be impaled. Ah, okay. Whatever you say, boss. More murder, okay. No, oh no, boss. Boss, don't murder. Oh, fuck. LaVey and his followers present themselves as the true representatives of Satan on Earth, but indeed they are false prophets. I don't think LaVey even believes in Satan, but shut up. They are but tricksters who wish to rob me of my power. They will even go as far to reject Satan and the supernatural, with these wicked fools leading my America astray. How can America continue onwards? No, their vicious path must be crushed and impaled. You're gonna kill 2,000 people in Los Angeles, alright then, boss. Keep on trucking. Please, Tommy, you don't have I have a new idea. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let me think. In utero. What is the basis of family? It is the society. Vice versa. If I, the vampire lord with the Y, remember the Y is very important, and impaler of America, Ares, the Hecate witch, the source, am to secure my rule over America, then my representatives and I will be the only ones who can officiate marriages. Indeed, people will come from around the country to my black house, and beneath the bodies of the impaled, I will ordain their marriages. Of course, I alone cannot marry 300 million people together. With time, I will ordain other followers of my path of evil to sanctify marriages throughout the country, but all will remember when they do so, that it is under my watch and with my permission that they get married. Okay. Do you want to get married? I'm not going to answer that question. Alright, Mr. Sharkey, I'm beginning to have my doubts. What's this? The Day of Hades. America needs a revolution. We already had that. Yeah, I seized control, but that's only half the story, kid. The soul of America is festering with fleas and rot. Baptists and evangelicals call for my execution and launch insurgency in the South. When the halls of power, the police departments, the government buildings, the clerks, all of them are plotting against me. But the root cause, America cannot yet stomach a powerful warlock such as I, their lord and savior. Ah, boy. Ah, boy, already with the Messiah claims.
Shut up. There is only one solution, one panacea to this horrid farce. My death dealers, my lovely children. They will enter into the streets, rally around the towns and farmsteads and drag America kicking and screaming into a new utopia.
Oh, no. Oh, this is just... Oh... You're not just the world's only pro-life Satanist, you're also the white equivalent of Papa Doc. Except instead of a tiny island with a population of, what, 12 million people, not even half an island, you got 300 million under your rule. With your own Tonton Macoute to boot. That rhymed. Anyways. Claire was resting easy in her seat, even despite the guy to the right and the lady to the left practically squeezing her. If her grandfather was there, he would have said it's like one of them old-time tent revivals. Instead of a tent on a farmer's field, instead was the dark and damp basement of a hardware store. The preacher also reminded her of her grandfather, a stout fellow with sheep-white hair who wore a moustache like his dollar store suit. "The Lord tests us," he spoke in a tone fit for a barrel-shaped fellow, "so that we may cling to him like the sheep to the shepherd. Despite his obedience to us, we stray away from his will, and yet he always remains to wait for us. Praise the Lord, for his mercy endures forever," the pastor shouted. "Amen," the crowd responded. The sound resonated across the room like light in a house of mirrors. As if it were a signal, the pastor descended from his podium and the crowd rose from their seats. As the congregates chatted amongst themselves, a little line began to form. Claire waited to thank the pastor for his words of encouragement, formulating every sort of way to say it. The door to the knob of the basement began to jiggle, and then the basement went dead silent. "Get the fuck out here, David Hurt!" shouted the voice behind it, "or else we'll get the fuck in!" Claire was practically frozen, unsure on whether to run or hide, and she began to hyperventilate. The door blew open and the death dealers poured down the stairs. It was miraculous that they managed not to trip on each other. After the first death dealer rushed into their sight, the whole basement erupted into chaos. The deafening clamour was brief as the gunfire silenced the congregation. After the death dealers did their job, they began to search in the bodies for cash. Dealer Quinn crouched over Claire's corpse. He scanned her for valuables and rummaged her pockets. He felt the cold feel of a money clip, though when he pulled it out, he was pleasantly surprised. "Nice. 2 treats in one. Just need to ring it in a cup." "Okay."
My decrees of Hecate. A new America needs new laws. Laws which address the failings of the past. It cannot all be either charged with my death dealers and the power of moi. So I'll formulate a new corpus of policy, one which will sweep away the terrors of old corporate America and replace it with a new fair deal. One which involves vampires and devil worship and abortion bans. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that. I'm a pro-life Satanist. Yeah. You've heard of secular pro-life? Well, I'm Satanist pro-life, yeah. Communists. A great amount of heartache in America came from all the left. Maoists, Kosyginites, and other such idiots, all under the KGB playbook. These socialists and Marxists have no place in America for their attempts to try and repress our freedom. All such parties will now be banned. Unlike me, who respects freedom. As you've all seen earlier. Deep crisis. Much of our food since the Civil War is imported, driving our brothers into bankruptcy. Now is not the time to let them die. We must subsidize their work to ensure they can remain competitive and continue to thrive as the backbone of our society.
Okay, boss.
Havoc in America. So many companies hungry for tax breaks flee the Americas and set up shop elsewhere. Well, I say that's enough of that. From here on out, any company which leaves America will have their products banned. And as a matter of fact, it's time to end poverty as well. We'll tax the wealthy. We'll raise the minimum wage. And we'll make an equitable deal for America. A mess. Shows of forces are, of course, necessary for any self-respecting regime of darkness. Across the country, many who oppose the rule of Satan are making their moves. My death dealers and all followers of the VWP will have to rise up and show these terrorists who's boss. Time to kill 20,000. of Los Angeles. What, boss? Boss, what are you gonna do? Oh, relax. I'll have the death dealers just take every member of the LAPD, or get them in front of the police stations. You know, that sort of thing. Okay. You didn't need to call it the rape of LA, though, did you? I mean, you know, a lot of murder is it's kind of your thing, but I didn't think you'd need to call it the rape of. It just kind of implies, you know. Oh, no, it's just branding. Yeah, I'm aware of that, it's just it's not very good branding. Well, why is it not good branding? Well, do you not think they'll make people think of, like, you know... Oh, come on. Wanna get corn dogs? No. City West was a no-go. Anything even remotely near Little Tokyo, or anything in downtown LA for that matter, wasn't safe, and Johnny knew it. The fires that broke out in Little Tokyo hadn't reached him yet. Neither had the gunshots, but he knew they would in due time. Clearing the pile-ups that littered the streets, he jolted down the road. He heard some people say they were going to get to Dodger Stadium as a safe haven. Johnny didn't like that idea. Too close to the action, and the LAPD could well be thinking the same. And anywhere the LAPD were, massacre was not far behind. His mind was set on getting to Griffith. Hollywood folk could be fleeing there, but it was big and muddled enough that he could find a space to hide out in and wait out the storm. He vaulted over a car, heart pounding and his lungs begging him to stop. His body couldn't, though, not with the death dealers behind him, and certainly not with 1,000 city blocks all on edge ready to shoot anyone who looked at their lawn accessories wrong. No, it wasn't just the death dealers or enraged cops everyone had to worry about. Looters and ex-corporate militias were marauding around with the collapse of any semblance of stability. No matter how much the Satanists wanted to act like it, this was not a purge of LA. It wasn't even a civil war. No, it was something much worse. Every once in a while he spotted a pig's uniform scattered on the streets, kidnapped, or an act to shake them off. Who knows? They'd all have to skip town sooner or later, the ones that were left anyways, either hung and decapitated on the lampposts or dying in deadly battle at the barricades formed throughout the cities. No one could make heads or tails of it. Sharkey's boys were roughing up policemen across the country, but LA was a fixation of his for some unknowable reason. He and his death dealers wanted their pigs to squeal. Of course, a few hundred civilians would get caught in the crossfire, but they didn't seem to care. Johnny tried to call his parents. Luckily they were in San Fran, but unluckily his phone had died. He cursed under his breath, but focused on running, adrenaline keeping him from collapsing and the echoes of bullets and blood-freezing screams keeping him from fainting. Johnny kept on running. Even during the war it had never gotten this bad. Sure, any old Yavonite might eye him up, thinking, now, what is that boy doing out of Compton? But it was ultimately not much different from 2019. This was death. Collapse. Complete, unwashed terror, and so Johnny ran for the hills, trying not to stare at the scalped and shot pigs he saw on the way. By night time he had gotten to Griffith. He sat down and watched on as Los Angeles burned. Yeah. Quietly purge the LAPD my foot. Right, what's next? The birth of a satanic empire in America can only be the herald of a greater period of change for the world as a whole. Millions will turn to look at America as a fountain from which erupt hordes of vampires, witches, and pagans. A fountain which will create a new world. This new world will have to be under our leash, no matter what. By forming the United Vampire World Organization, the VWP will have a political vehicle by which to control our influence abroad. Abroad, I mean.
You're picking up my accent.
Shut up. Justice is blind. My newly formed President's Council for American Justice will see to it. Once the parasite, power-tripping judges are purged from America, a new Council of Accountable Judges will take hold. I will personally see to it that they will all be ready to administer justice in a fair manner, such that no American, rich or poor, is left behind. They will be my brain, my hands, my gavel, cleaning America of all stains of injustice.
Okay, whatever you say, boss.
I am Vlad. Remember, my children, who was America's savior? Who bravely battled the Nazis and KGB-aligned dictators and brought a harsh but fair satanic rule to America? It was I, Lord Sharkey. All across the nation, people must know. People must remember who their wicked lord is. Who will save America from itself? It can only be Sharkey. When they pray at night, I will watch over them in spirit and guide their will, guide their actions to uphold a future fit for all Americans, so long as they recognize me as their lord.
Okay, boss.
How many foreign wars have we died in? Corrupt politicians have set us up to die in foreign lands for their wars. Well, no longer. America's job as the world police is done and dusted. We will never send our men to foreign lands ever again to fight for wars that do not concern us.
Not every idea you have is terrible, boss. Just most of them. I'm still not getting that corn dog, by the way.
America must be. It must be a state that lives in service of the pagan, for Satan, for Hecate, for me. Gone are the days of the false prophet, of bitches and bastards. Gone are the days of Islam or Christianity.
Why'd you mention Islam first?
Shut up. Now is the reckoning of the forces of evil. We'll wash away...
Islam isn't even the second largest Abrahamic religion in America. That would be Judaism.
Shut up! We will wash away the Christian sheen of America and soak it in tar and oil. From this it will rise, battered and angry, a Luciferian America, a satanic America, my America.
Where are you going to get the 10,000 manpower from?
I don't know. Now it is time. I am the sun. What I am doing is nothing less than the total reinvention of America. I'm a peacemaker, a bringer of justice, he who ends crime and terrorism. Like Vlad the Impaler, I torture those who deserve it, and my people live in peace and quiet. I am the Lord of Empire, with a Y, remember that. Through which the channels of the supernatural flow. Shouldn't my death dealers know this? Many among their rank do already, but my death dealers must know I am an object of worship just as much as Satan and Hecate. I am the sun that shines over America. I am the moon that sinks over America. I am... going to cause minus 0.01% GDP growth!
Yeah, what is it now, boss?
An insurgency continues to burn on the prairie. Ever since 1971, the region has been embroiled in a guerrilla war, which blew up with the Civil War. But these upstart savages have not learned their place. These sore losers will...
Oh, you want to do more genocide against the Indians. It's kind of like kicking a crippled kid. It's not nice. I mean, it's a lot more than not nice. Alright. Let's just get through this. Why are you bored? I'm not... Okay, I'm a little bit bored, but it's like... It's not that you're boring, it's just that... It's nothing against the people who made the mod, or you, or anything like that. It's just that... Oh, you know... You're seeing one human sacrifice, you kind of seeing them all. It's a very repetitive sort of thing, human sacrifice. Oh, I mean, it's very thematic, but you know, I'll just get through it. I'll just no, don't leave, stay here. All right, fine, I'll stay. I mean, it was fun conquering America with you and all that stuff, but now, you know. Well, you know.
A day in the kitchens.
The Vampire King was a seat on his throne, a grotesque little thing made of bones which were full of inscriptions and gems. Though his hands were impatient as his right index rubbed a temple that wasn't his, the inscription on the skull said Fetterman.
When is the dinner coming?
He shouted. The butler, a former Silicon Valley CEO, clarified, Your Highness, cooking takes a while.
Just tell him to hurry!
The Sharkey bellowed. The butler's servile response was, Oh, of course, Your Highness. He walked into the kitchen, but after a minute or so, the chef was first out of the kitchen. Second was the large silver tray, finally followed by the butler. Your Highness, I present to you my mere au devoir. The chef pulled the grand lid off. Jambé de Frelon.
Oh!
Sharkey awed as he rapidly clapped his hands like one would imagine a king to do when presented with a fine show. The chef placed it onto the table and he pulled out a carving knife. Unlike the bones of most livestock, it was simple to cut around a femur. He picked the donut-like piece with a two-pronged fork and placed it delicately onto His Highness's plate. The vampire, with a Y, king, was quick to begin cutting into and eating his meal.
Thank you for first serving a piece with tattooed skin. I'll keep note of that.
It's to die for. See? Is that not impressive? Cannibalism, it's ghoulish, but...
What if I set up my own, legion of, queer people?
So you're going to create a version of the... you're going to create a version of the Sturmalbetung, except they're all Rom. Oh, shut up. You're taking the fun out of this. Okay, yeah. You're going to send a bunch of gay people down to the Bible Belt so they can enact their revenge, yada yada yada. Queer community, children, oh, revenge on the Bible bashers, the fundegelical Bapticostals of Redneckistan, that sort of thing. Going to kill 5,000 people and also destroy a shit ton of infrastructure. Alright then, yeah, okay. When I was but a small warlord in Florida, my death dealers were an unruly bunch, addicted to drugs and attracted to my aesthetics alone, but through training and, yes, some deals with the Mafia, helping to slaughter and impale rival drug dealers in return for protection, they are no longer what they once were and have matured. Oh boy. You know, I guess it. You got a big army, got very impressive, cool stuff, but, The final focus. Across these burning streets my gaze falls. The fires are rising, and the metal is twisting into crooked, cracked statues that bow down at my feet. A pentagram is engraved upon the sky. My face is baked into the sun and into hell itself. The America that was here just a few years ago is already gone. A fading memory. Soon all will have forgotten it. As they run to the next building, guns and cudgels in hand, there is no time for the past now. Only tomorrow, forever and forever. A tomorrow that is always here, burning, blazing, eating, breathing. A tomorrow that is me and will always be me here in my America. The cities are burning into smiles. The people are walking into the flames and dancing. They dance and burn for me. Breathe. In Luciferian dreams, I pray for them. I pray that I will drink their blood, that my golden cups will be moved only by the wind and the storms, impaled if they must be, again and again, until everyone in America is impaled and happy. Amen. Alright, Judge Holden, calm your tits. Hey! Alright. It's a lot less impressive when you have to bloody save scum half the time. Look at it. 282 divisions. And an enormous army of unprecedented scale and strength. Ready to destroy the world if need be. There's nothing solid down here indeed. There's nothing solid down here at all. I think it's a good thing that I didn't eat those corn dogs. They were people, weren't they? Yeah, they were people. Alright, shut up. Let me speak. The Source awoke in the field with eyes made of angels. Ahead of him were burning cities over which the pentagram shone backwards. Why are you speaking of the... Shut up! The cities were falling into the seas of tar and into the cuts of space. The Source watched them burn and be consumed by the death dealers with their weapons of life. Their Ica bombs and their Kungadero bullets blossomed like skulls over the fields and over the skies. The Source wandered in rivers and in the hilltops under the watch of the minstrel moon on which the ants crawled. Glass bells echoed in the cities and the people ran. Empires soon in the skin of mice shot from the buildings as the beasts with plastic teeth and unknown weapons came to rape them. The very land was breathing and changing. Junkies rode the skies in shining planes. Fires made of movies and ether fumes raged in the cars and the highways. The arteries of a snake that turned around and around in the light of a new America. The black houses erupted and the people chewed them up. Red maniacs sang the swan songs. Urban hells melted into the tanning sea and the sheltering sky. Guns turned on themselves and melted away. Dogs walked into the caves, wagging their tails of light. Every day, America's foundations sunk deeper into the cities of nowhere, to be beneath the paper ground, floating in a mescaline mouth, floating in an open eye made of you. You. Yes, me? Yes, you. The cities of the limbo of black and red light were stroking themselves as they turned to life. That's quite inappropriate. Shut up, you're ruining my moment. These cities with a new America, blooming, atoning, crucified, impaled below the world, endlessly turning around on the edge of the empty sight of space. The Great Source had a face there that burned sideways through chromium fabric of space and time. Its mouth flabbed and jibbed. It muttered with sunken, bloated eyes, "Come on inside!" Are we finished now?
I shall create national parks!
Okay,